Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
It's Soca Parang Indie Basket, the Spice Basket. Saturday, 5th November, featuring from Trinidad, Scrunta, Baron,
Then you go see Obi Parang.
Marcia Miranda.
Darling, look, it's Christmas, a special time of year.
From Grenada, Carriacou String Band, Lele. Hassan Leke and Steve Theodore. Get your early bird ticket for $60 after you pay 80 and more at the door. And are available at Chucky's Bar, Brendan on the Terminal, Grenada Optical in St. George's, Gittins Pharmacy Grenville, Gittins Healthcare Grandance, Chai's Bar St. Mark's, Nick and Bites Quav, St. David's Pharmacy, Calico Shopping Center, Main Street, Sotiers, Soca Parang Indie Basket, Spice Basket, Saturday, 5th November, showtime, 8 p.m. Brought to you by National Lotteries Authority, WeFM, Boss FM, Top FM, Magic FM, Bulk by Carib, Captain's Harris, GBN, MTV, Alamanda Hotel, 3 O's Auto Supplies, and Grenada Distillers. Soca Parang Indie Basket, Spice Basket, Saturday, 5th November, showtime, 8 p.m. It's another Chucky's promotion.
Have you ever imagined the value of being provided the best care services in the comfort of your own home? Or do you need caregivers that are truly invested in the health and well-being of your loved ones? Here at Innovative Healthcare, we are committed to providing you the highest quality care right in your home and the flexibility to recover at your own pace. Our services include Alzheimer's dementia care, wound care, physiotherapy, post-hospitalization care, cataract care, and so much more. We understand the great importance of your health and privacy. That's why we have a fully staffed team comprising of medical doctors, registered nurses, patient care technicians, and nursing assistants. We are located at Grove Street, St. George's. So contact us on 404-7838 to book an appointment today.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Yes, I would like to say hello and welcome to one and all to another Mikey Live program. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope that you're having a good day. I hope that the day was good for you. In fact, that you found something to do that's fulfilling, that makes you feel good about yourself, or something that you would have done that made somebody feel good about being associated with you. You know what I mean? Because life is short. Life is short. You got to find ways to make things nice and pretty. So we want to welcome everyone to another program. I hope your day is going to be complete once you view this program. So we have quite a bit of things to tell you about on the program, other than make sure that you drink all the moringa in the morning. We have to tell you about some things. Okay. Boy, the police is a bit concerned right now of a lot of accidents that are happening. There was another accident this morning. Yeah. That was on the Young Street. You understand? It was pretty serious. So the police, they are concerned by it because there was one yesterday, there was one on Sunday, there was one on Saturday. So many accidents happening, you know what I mean? 5 injured in this morning's accident, according to reports. And of course, we're going to let you know that criminal charges have been dropped against Jabba. And Prime Minister, he outlines priority areas for his government. We'll tell you more about that in a moment. And as well, Evan Smith has died. Remember that man who was beaten up by the family at the Fort Judy area? He passed away. We'll talk to you about that in a moment. And Returning National makes a donation to the Division of Sports. We'll talk to you about that in a moment. And November is designated Diabetes Month. And the budget day will be on December 7th. So, folks, we have all of that and more to talk to you about when we return on tonight's Mikey Live program. We got to let you know the headlines is brought to you through the compliments of Courts Grenada Limited, Digicel Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value IGA Supermarket, the NIS as well. We've got Infinite Contractors and Innovative Health Services. So, folks, we want to say thank you to all our sponsors, and only when we come back, it will be real news in Olelili Lolo. And remember, we've been telling you about the communal and the offers for its members as it relates to insurance. Well, today is the first day of coverage for people who have signed up early, the people who did the early sign up. You understand? So we'll tell you more about that, though. It's about the group health and life plan that has been specifically tailored for members of the Communal Cooperative Credit Union, whose age is 18 and over. So yeah, we in the coming days we'll tell you more about that. So anyway, folks, let me take a break and come back. When I come back, real news in Olelili. Now, if you haven't yet done so, we'd like to encourage you to please share the program so that you can give other people an opportunity to know that we are live. Folks, we're taking that break and we'll be back.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Do you need to get one of these tests done at an affordable price? Well, look no further. Visit Allied Laboratories by Fit for Life today. We offer VDRL, CBC, ANA, rheumatoid factor, D-dimer, TROP1, HbA1c, PT-INR, and PTT. Call one of our branches today, conveniently located at Grenville and Granats, and one of our staff members will be happy to assist. Please note that there are over 200 tests available, and these are only a few. So call today and book your appointment.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com. Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
All right, welcome again. And Kireen says that you guys should share the program. All right, so I don't want to go against what Kireen says. So if Kireen says share, all you better share. Yeah, no? We just got a little shower just a moment ago, so it's been like that for the past few days. We're getting some rain in and out, on and off. You know what I mean? Right. So let's just get straight into our news for today. Now, we're taking a trip to Carriacou and Peter Montnick. Now, footballers from Bishop's College and Hillsborough Secondary School that are part of the Carriacou combined football team, they are now fully uniformed. The players of the two secondary schools receive the football uniform and an assortment of other sporting equipment from returning national Paula Comina. Now, Comina, who resides in Trinidad, is now back on the island and presented senior coach within the Ministry of Carriacou and Petite Montnick Affairs and Local Government, Sebastian Steele, with the uniforms and equipment. Steele, in accepting the donation, noted that the Division of Sports always welcomes such partnerships to take sports to another level. Now, the donation, he said, will boost the spirit of the young football players. The Grenada Sports and Wellbeing Organization, represented by Trevor McIntosh, was also a beneficiary of Kwamina's donation of a set of cricket gears. Kwamina, who is an ardent sports fan, said that she is happy to make a contribution towards the sporting development of the 13 square mile island and promised that she will be bringing 2 under-13 football teams from Trinidad to Carriacou next year. You know, these are all good initiatives, you know what I mean? And when you do it, you get to encourage other people to basically do the same. Now, November is designated Diabetes Awareness Month, and Grenada joins in on the observance, which is recognized globally. It's a time when countries across the world they team up to generate greater attention and awareness about the disease. This year's observance is being held under the global theme Education to Protect Tomorrow, drawing attention to the importance and the impact of diabetes and different factors that influence the risk of the disease and also its complications. Now, the Global Awareness Campaign was created in 1991 by the International Diabetes Federation and the World Health Organization. Now, the campaign seeks to raise awareness of symptoms, promote healthy living, and ensure people are aware of the risk factors. World Diabetes Day will be observed on November 14. All right. So, we got to watch what we eat, yeah, especially foods that are high in sugar and so on. And even when we are diagnosed, we have to ensure that, yeah, we might have little cravings, but remember, you have to stick to the doctor's recommendation if you want to live a good, healthy, and good quality of life, even while you're in your older years. You know what I mean? So please be guided accordingly. When we report things, we would like to also report when there's an update on it. So we can tell you here that we have learned that all indictable criminal charges against Brian Charles, who is also known in the entertainment world as Jabba, have been dismissed today, November 1st, 2022, at the St. George's Magistrates Court. Mr. Charles was charged with attempted non-capital murder and possession of a firearm and ammunition during an alleged incident at Lavery Junction back in 2020. And you guys would remember that we reported that. Jabba was represented by attorney at law Delaney Edwards of the law office of George E.D. Klein. All right, yeah, but we reported on this extensively back in 2020, and so we have an update on that. So, of course, why not let you know, all right? So, the man has been vindicated. Budget Day is coming up. In fact, it is slated for December 7th, 2022. Now, the pronouncement was made by the Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell in addressing a town hall meeting last evening. Right, highlighting achievements of his government since taking office and outlining the way forward. Now, speaking of areas for priority over the next 5 years, Prime Minister Mitchell spoke of wellness, health and wellness, the transformation of the education sector, etc. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, I am seeing here that my clip is not playing. I'm sorry for that. I'm not sure what's happening here, but I just realized that my clip is not playing. So we do apologize for that. But yes, he was speaking of the areas of focus for his government. You know, he spoke of health and wellness, transformation of the educational sector with emphasis on youth and sports, agriculture, food security and the marine economy, physical and digital infrastructure, culture and the creative economy, energy transformation, and the environment. All right, I would have really liked to have him in his own words speak of that, but I'm now realizing that there are quite a bit of clips that will not play on tonight's program. I really am not sure what has happened there, but I'm seeing... you know, and that's the downside to live programs. You get to see, I'm seeing a set of errors coming up on all my videos. So we have the police talking about accidents. That is not going to play because I'm seeing 00000 and it's in red. So while we're on the program, something has happened. Maybe our backup system has failed or something, and I really want to apologize for that. But let's go as we go along. We'll work accordingly. All right. So we missed all the clips for that. The Prime Minister was also talking last night about some concerns that his government has identified owing to the way the NMP administration would have managed the country's resources. The Prime Minister didn't speak too kindly about the disregard for, in their interpretation, the disregard for the country's resources, talking about where monies were allocated in terms of infrastructural work that was being done, and the how it's been unbalanced in terms of some parishes, for example, like St. George's, received about 60% of the resources, and then the rest of the country received the next 40. And, you know, this also spoke about the faith organization and the amount of monies that were paid out to the faith organization, and asking where did that money go. You know, so they spoke a lot about things that they are not happy about. So I isolated some clips for you guys, you know, speaking of you know, just highlighting some of those areas, but that's not going to happen because I'm seeing that those clips are not that they are not going to play. That's not going to play, and some other clips that we've put aside for you from other persons as well, from the police and so on. So what we will do, I'm just going to do it on the fly here, is just take an excerpt from the presentation that was brought by the Prime Minister last evening.
Support staff to meet the current and future needs of the population. health affects every single member of Grenada. Hence the need to transform it. It is not a sector that affects one set of persons. Everyone is impacted by the quality or the lack thereof of our healthcare services. And so it is absolutely important that if we get this right, we will probably get everything else in Grenada right. But it also ties into every other sector: food, agriculture, and the marine economy. If we eat and exploit more of, and grow more of, and consume more of our own food, our own fish, it will dramatically reduce the food import bill, which will help with our food security, and it will certainly make us healthier, and it will help reduce the pandemic that is currently raging in Grenada in relation to non-communicable diseases.
Thank you very much, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell. Several accidents have been recorded in the past 2 days, with a serious one along the Corinth Public Road on Monday. Quite a bit of people were injured as a result of that. Then the police speaks of other accidents that have occurred over the past few days and wants the authority, the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Peter Montnick to please be a little more cautious when traversing Nations Road. There was a serious accident that occurred today on Yonge Street, and 5 individuals were injured as a result of that incident. And again, we had police who were giving details about that incident, but like I said, based on what we're seeing here, that clip will not play, so we will just go ahead and move along. The incident happened just around 8:45 thereabout. A vehicle belonging to the government of Grenada plowed into several vehicles on Yonge Street, and then coming to a sudden stop. Once the vehicle stopped, it was realized that there were some passengers who were in some sort of pain, and so they were taken to the hospital. According to police, 5 persons were taken to hospital from that one incident. So, Evan Smith has died. You remember Evan Smith? Well, he has died. Now, this development now means an end to the criminal matter and the charges to the civil matter. And and it changes to the civil matter. Evan Smith was accused on Thursday, 25th June 2022, of hitting and killing a dog belonging to a businessman that was Donald Kavanagh and Sarah Hutton. And an altercation followed, and 4 members of the family who owned the dog physically assaulted Smith in the presence of witnesses. Now, Smith, who passed away on Saturday in Guyana, returned there to be with his sister for treatment. So we spoke to attorney Sylvester, that's Derek Sylvester, who speaks on what Smith's death means for the civil matter.
In relation to the civil matter, that matter could be proceeded with. We would have to substitute the wife of Mr. Smith in his stead, pursuant to certain legal principles and certain application that has to be made before the court. So the civil matter would be proceeding with. The matter is coming up in court on Monday, so we'd be able to proceed with the matter then. I was reliably informed that he would be buried on the said date.
And that's tough, eh? Now, according to Sylvester, the matter was sent to mediation for more than a month or so, and he awaits the outcome. If the matter is not successfully mediated, well, then there will be proceedings. Well, there, in fact, will be a trial.
She has given evidence. In civil matters, the evidence is taken on paper. So your statement is before the court. So her statement is before the court. But in relation to Evan Smith's statement, that matter, an application will have to be made for his statement to be properly before the court. Also, it is important to note that The matter was sent to mediation about a month or so ago, or a few months ago. That matter has not been mediated yet. Hopefully, we will be able to have mediation of the matter. If the matter is not successfully mediated, then we'll proceed to trial.
Oh, yeah. Now, the only change expected to be reflected going forward with the civil matter is the claimant.
Because the claim is already before the court for assault and battery and civil compensation, the matter is going to proceed in the same vein, save and except that now the claimant now would be different. So it is a principle in law called substitution of the parties. So we'll be substituting the wife in the place of Evan Smith. In an effort to enable the substitution of the parties, the court will have to be apprised of the fact that he is dead. Not only factually, but legally.
Yeah, boy. You know, it's just crazy. It's just crazy, boy. And you guys would remember that incident, right? There were even protests that were happening in the village at the time when people thought that enough wasn't being done about the case. So people decided, you know what, let's go there. You know, they braved the weather conditions. Remember, it was raining and all of that. And they decided nothing in stopping them from going there. And so they did. They visited the village and they made their voices heard. They were like, hey, let me tell you something. That is we place. You understand? And we ain't taking none of that. You know, the whole...
in relation
sorry, Mr. Sylvester, the whole race card was played as well. You know, was saying na. You know, nobody with color, with no high color ain't coming with country and do this and do that and all of that. So anyway, so that's that. Unfortunately, he has died, and we thought it necessary to at least update you where that is concerned. All right, so it's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. You remember that day, boy? People from all over, who didn't even know the man, showed up because they said nothing no go so. Nothing no go so. All right. Looking at the Intersector Netball Tournament, the next fixture will be on Thursday when Grenada Union of Teachers will meet SNL Combined. In the last set of games, the Grenada Union of Teachers had a 30-14 goal win over Police Sports Club. They held the lead throughout, 10-2 in the first quarter, 18-6 in the second, and 24-9 in the third. Thursday's encounter will be 6 in the evening at the Tantine Netball Court. All right, and so I see that we are running out of time. We did not have a national report program for you yesterday, and so we have something lined up for you tonight. We have a national report lined up for you tonight. So I want us to take a little break and come back to the national report in a while, and then after the national report, then we'll have the weather for you. All right, so folks, let's take that little break, and we are coming right back. And I see some of all you ain't share the program yet. What going on with all the way? People share the thing. Share the business. All right. And again, before we go to the break, we want to remind drivers, boy, all you I saw on Friday, 2 buses. I was parked at the Westerhall gas station entrance. 2 buses. People, I kid you not. It was an old school red bus. I think the other one was a white. Board speed coming from Westerhall, heading into the direction of St. George's. And you know, after you pass gas station, there's like a blind hill there. You can't see nothing. People! These guys were racing. And they were alongside each other, crossing that blind area where there was an accident just about 2 weeks ago. So there was an accident just about 2 weeks ago. This is the same area where the young man was hit on a bike, a young man and a lady, because it's a blind area for real. You have to approach that area with caution. 2 buses with human beings on it, side by side, bird speed, hitting a blind hill, not knowing what's going to come, what's going to face them. So this is ego over lives. All right? And people sit on that bus and say nothing. Listen, that could have gone very different if there was a vehicle coming in the opposite direction. I'm talking about, I don't know what would have happened to the vehicle. They probably would have gone flat into each other because of the kind of speed that they were traveling with on that particular day. Passenger buses. You understand? And so I wonder if they don't read the news, if they don't see what's happening. And worse yet, I do not understand how people would sit on those buses and say nothing because they don't want to make the driver uncomfortable. They don't want to make the passengers uncomfortable because no one else is saying anything. They don't want the conductor to be uncomfortable, but that's your life. That is your life. I've seen people die. Just about what? 300 meters from where I'm talking about. How many people had died that day? 4 or 5. You remember? In that same area? Was 4 or 5 one of Grenada's worst vehicular accidents in history? Happened in that very area. 2 years ago. 2 or 3 years ago. And there you have 2 buses. You know? Measuring, put 2 bus drivers measuring the size of their navel. Because that's how ridiculous it is. Measuring the size of their navel and in the process, risking the lives of not just themselves but others. Hold on, making sense. Make it make sense, no dog. Make it make sense, no dog. Anyway, let me leave that talk. Let me leave that talk. You understand? We're leaving that. I'm looking to make a little trouble tonight in the bar. I said, let me leave that alone. You have people who went in the Bonner Boy concert in Dominica. I wonder why. Yeah, I said, some of us will pay any money to see a foreign artist, but not willing to pay a dime to support our very own. You understand? And that don't really have nothing to do with the foreign artists, and it has to do with us as a people and how much we appreciate or the lack thereof our own artists. You understand? Our own artists. There is no Grenadian artist. There is no Grenadian artist. There is no Caribbean artist I know of who will be on a stage, even if it's, whether it's Pinky Fabulous, whether it's, what's his name again, boy? Jab King, or whoever. Any Grenadian artist. There is no Grenadian artist you're going to put on a stage and the crowd is this, like this. None! Even in his day, Shatariki shaking a crowd. And Patrice Roberts had a problem with this because she, according to her, about $3 million were paid to bring in the foreign artists into the region, but for them they get a small pankwai, and the artist who gets paid 100 times more than they do is not able to move a crowd in no way, shape, or form, except if you put it on your phone to take out a video to say I was there. He was the highlight of the show, Bonner Boy, in Dominica. But, except for his, his major hit, the comments were that there were, a lot of songs that were sung, or for most of the show, when people were just standing, taking out a video to say that I was there. So still with all due respect to the dude, because you know his music has its place, I just wanted to highlight to you that we must appreciate what our own can do to us in the context of fun. You understand? Because they're bad. Our own artists, we good. Compared to the biggest names, if we are put on the same stage, if we are given the same opportunity, if our music is given the same value by our very own people, you realize that we're licking up any fact, any session. Then people don't even understanding that what we're saying, but it's mass. This is one of the world's most trending artists. This is one of the world's, I didn't say Grenada, I didn't say the Caribbean, I didn't say the region. This is one of the world's most trending artists. And I'm putting any Grenadian on that very same stage with any song. Even Tiger T. You understand? Who's able to move the crowd. This... No, I respect the artists and them because I am a fan too, you know. But my point is, if you're missing it, my point is, let's appreciate we own. Because what compared to what the world emulates, if we are given the same opportunity, we're flattening the place. You understand? Anyway, let me that talk. Let me that talk. You understand? Because I'm the artist. Let me get, you know? Let me get sync with all there. Let me, what you all saying there. Don't misquote me. You understand? This is about the appreciation of our very own. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, when Bona coming to Grenada, I'm that ticket for me, friend. We're taking a break and come back. When we come back, we've got the national report again, and we have the weather for yo. Yeah, we running out of time, boy. So all the everything, and we think all the same there. You understand? I'm coming back.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
National Insurance Scheme continues to make it easy to access our services using the MyNIS online platform. Now we're introducing a new feature that allows you to submit your benefit claims from the convenience of your smart devices. No paper, no hassle. All you have to do is log in to my.nisgrenada.org. Select claims, fill out the relevant information, and click submit. We'll take it from there. It's that simple and that easy. Submit a claim from the comfort of your home as you rest and recuperate. Enjoy the convenience of faster claim processing and monitor the status of your claim every step of the way. We are excited to introduce this new feature to better serve you. NIS is changing the game and the way you make your claim. Access anywhere and anytime with My NIS Online.
Have you ever imagined the value of being provided the best care services in the comfort of your own home? Or do you need caregivers that are truly invested in the health and well-being of your loved ones? Here at Innovative Healthcare, we are committed to providing you the highest quality care right in your home and the flexibility to recover at your own pace. Our services include Alzheimer's dementia care, wound care, physiotherapy, post-hospitalization care, cataract care, and so much more. We understand the great importance of your health and privacy. That's why we have a fully staffed team comprising of medical doctors, registered nurses, patient care technicians, and nursing assistants. We are located at Grove Street, St. George's. So contact us on 404-7838 to book an appointment today.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business.
For your education.
For your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Do you need to get one of these tests done at an affordable price? Well, look no further. Visit Allied Laboratories by Fit for Life today. We offer VDRL, CBC, ANA, rheumatoid factor, D-dimer, TROP1, HbA1c, PTINR, and PTT. Call one of our branches today, conveniently located at Grenville and Granats, and one of our staff members will be happy to assist. Please note that there are over 200 tests available, and these are only a few. So call today and book your appointment.
computers and machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com. Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
The Blood Tour with Marvia Providence. Marvia Providence with a live band bringing you some of her newest and greatest hits.
If your hands are anointed, I feel like a running, skipping. I am a warrior. Full with the Holy Ghost, bro.
Join the world-renowned recording artist Marvia Providence live in Grenada on Saturday, November 19th, 2022 at 7 p.m. Venue, Gateway Conference Center on Maurice Bishop Highway, Grenada. Get your tickets at these locations now or visit www.grenadagospel.com. This chain-breaking praise tour is coming with a difference. Call 533-0099 for vending and sponsorship opportunities available.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Government announces that health and wellness will be its priority in transforming the economy during their first term in office, with a promise of constructing a brand new hospital. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report.
Have you noticed an increase or decrease in your electricity bill? You know that changes in the fuel and non-fuel rates affect your bill. You should also be aware that changes in household activities affect your bill. Ask yourself these questions. Have the rates changed? Have there been more people at your home? Have your children been on holiday? Have you used your fan
or air conditioning unit more often to beat the heat? Are any of your electrical appliances or equipment faulty? Have you added any new appliances such as transformers, water heaters, or pumps? Make it a habit to understand any changes on your electricity bill. For more factors that affect your bill, visit www.grenlec.com. Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
With the details to the news for Tuesday, November 1st, 2022, I am Chrisanne Mitchell. The Deacon Mitchell-led administration says priority will be given to improving and transforming the health and wellness sector during the first term in office. Prime Minister and Minister for Finance, Honorable Deacon Mitchell, made the announcement on Monday at the government's town hall meeting at the Grenada Trade Center Annex. The meeting is part of consultations and sessions held island-wide leading up to the presentation of the 2022-2023 budget on December 7th. Honorable Mitchell said the health sector will be prioritized to begin the government's transformative agenda. However, 5 other sectors will be given precedence, namely the education sector with emphasis on youth and sports, agriculture, food security and marine economy, physical and digital infrastructure, culture and creative economy, and energy transition and the environment. As part of plans to achieve transformation in health and wellness, investment will be made to construct a new hospital, procure equipment and resources, and provide training for medical personnel.
We have prioritized health, and Senator Lacrette, on whose able shoulders that sector falls on, will lead that charge. There are a couple of things we commit to achieving within this term. The first being the construction of a new hospital deserving of the kind of care that all citizens of P.T. Martin, Carriacou, and Grenada deserve. We recognize that a new hospital in and of itself isn't going to solve the challenges that we face in healthcare. And therefore, significant resources will be placed in one, paying better remuneration to our current healthcare workers, whether they be nurses, doctors, or other support staff. 2, training more nurses, more doctors, and more support staff to meet the current and future needs of the population. Health affects every single member of Grenada. Hence the need to transform it. It is not a sector that affects one set of persons. Everyone is impacted by the quality or the lack thereof of our healthcare services.
Government will move swiftly, he said, to digitize medical records to advance the delivery of healthcare not only at the hospital level, but at the community facilities. The decision to transform the health and wellness sector augurs well for the development of the country's economy, as growth will influence change within other sectors.
We commit to beginning the process of digitizing all medical records within the public service and then moving to the private sector so that we can have telemedicine available to our citizens, so that we can have mobile healthcare services available to our citizens throughout the length and breadth of Grenada. And we are satisfied that if we transform our healthcare sector and if we improve the general quality of healthcare that is available in Grenada, more tourists will visit Grenada, more members of the diaspora will return home, and the economy of Grenada will continue to grow and continue to flourish.
Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell has assured that retroactive pension payments will be made this month as promised. Following the June 23rd general election, the new Deacon Mitchell-led administration said over $60 million in retroactive payments will be made to eligible public sector workers who retired as far back as 1985. October 10th was the deadline for submission of applications from retirees to allow sufficient time to facilitate the payment of pension benefits by November 30th. Prime Minister Mitchell is pleased that his administration will fulfill another campaign promise in a short period.
This administration said we would pay the pension, and whether it's the 15th or the 30th of November, or whether it's between the 15th and the 30th of November, the pensions are going to be paid. And I want to single out for commendation the hard-working staff at the Pension Secretariat. Who almost single-handedly is making the necessary sacrifice to ensure that this gets done. If we were interested in spreading fear and in manipulating people and in victimizing people, we didn't have to pay the pension. We could have taken the same cowardly approach taken by the other side and dance around the issue. In the same building, not so long ago, when instead of saying they would pay the pension, they were making it seem as if the world will come to an end just to give the public servants their pension. Well, the world ain't coming to an end on the 15th of November, and it ain't going to come to an end on the 30th of November, and the pensions will be paid.
It is also the intention of the government to address pension reformation in the new year to secure the needs of officers who will retire in years to come. According to Prime Minister Mitchell, if government is to fully regulate the public service, pension reformation is necessary.
I also advise that the issue of pension reform must be addressed. They indicated, and I took the advice. One at a time. And we're going one at a time. We've paid the pension. The issue of pension reform has to be addressed. We have constituted a pension reform committee. We are leaving space on that committee for the Trade Unions Council to appoint a representative to that committee. But we need to speak to the citizens of our country and the public servants in particular. If we don't address pension reform, you may get pension on paper, but when you retire, you will not have a funded pension. And the reality, therefore, is that pension reform must happen for your sake. We are giving ourselves 12 months to address this issue in a frontal manner, and we hope that there will be active participation by the labor movement, by the Trade Unions Council, so that we can come up with a formula that works for the sustainability of public officers' pensions.
Prime Minister Mitchell made these pronouncements on Monday evening during the government's town hall meeting. Grenada increased its arrivals from the United Kingdom market with an additional flight on Sundays. Tourism and government officials welcomed the Sunday weekly flight from London Gatwick via Antigua. This brings to 3 the number of flights coming from the UK. British Airways currently operates flights to Grenada on Wednesdays and Saturdays via St. Lucia. To celebrate the additional flight, GTA hosted a small arrival ceremony at the VIP lounge at Maurice Bishop International Airport with local stakeholders and media. Tourism Minister Honorable Lennox Andrew thanked officials who are working feverishly to market the island as the destination of choice internationally. He is optimistic that the additional flight from London will increase the economic projections for the rest of 2022-2023.
With you coming here 3 times per week, we are in fact forecasting a substantial increase for the rest of the year. And having therefore come out of the pandemic, this is indeed a very good sign for the year. So we are very happy indeed for this additional flight, as it provides our visitors with even more flexibility to come here to Grenada and experience what we have to offer.
September visitor arrivals were up to 21% over September 2019, and forecasts for the rest of the year show continued growth. According to Sales and Marketing Manager at the Grenada Tourism Authority, Nicoyan Roberts, marketing strategies continue to be formulated to increase regional and international airlift.
This third weekly service out of London Gatwick into Grenada on British Airways is significant because it recognizes the collaboration, the cohesion between all of the travel and tourism partners in the public and in the private sector. Last November, the Grenada Tourism Authority brought in 14 of the top selling tour operators from London to have a travel agent and a tour operator partner symposium at the Royalton. And this was to signify how much we wanted to bring that distribution channel to Grenada to meet with the hotel partners to discuss all of the marketing and promotional strategies to get more visitors from Europe, from Britain into Grenada. Right now, the GTA continues to work with its travel and tourism partners to look at the regional airlift capacity to see how that too can be ramped up.
Representing the British High Commission, Ms. Deborah Cudjoe is excited that UK travelers have more options to enjoy Grenada.
Lack of options often lead to, just pretty much giving up and not even bothering. The more options that are available, travelers are more, sort of encouraged to take that leap and to go to that destination, right? Because it then offers flexibility. So now we have 3 options for the week. There's no excuse. Come to Grenada.
Virgin Atlantic also operates flights to Grenada from London Heathrow with 2 weekly flights via Barbados on Tuesdays and Fridays from November 1st, 2022. This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Prepare for hurricane. Prepare for hurricane. Make sure you have your radio and your batteries too. Waterproof flashlight candles will do. Tin stuff, garbage bag, first aid kit. Come on people, make sure you have it. Clean water in a container and a hurricane plan. Hear me no man.
Hurricane damage is beyond your control. Surviving the aftermath is up to you. Have a hurricane plan. It can save your life and your family too.
Prepare for hurricane. Your hair, prepare for hurricane.
Welcome back. Health officials are assessing the need for early childhood education in schools to build awareness on the significant impact of cancer on families and the country's health sector. This as the Ministry of Health and other organizations culminate the 2022 month of activities in October in commemoration of Cancer Awareness. Health promotion officers Roxanne Benjamin and Xiomara Andel-Lewis appeared on the televised health program The Next Chapter on Monday with communications officer Kevin Frederick to outline the way forward for cancer awareness and promotion. Statistics show from 2016 to 2019, over 30 women died from breast cancer in Grenada. According to Benjamin, having access to information at an earlier age can make a difference in reducing breast cancer statistics and improving lifestyle decisions.
Starting with the younger population is extremely important because, as you rightfully said in the beginning, cancer in most cases is a lifestyle disease. So if persons are aware that, okay, yes, we need to make adjustments to what we eat, how we sleep, whether or not we exercise, having that information at an earlier age could make a difference as to whether or not you come down, not just with breast cancer, but with any other type of cancer as they age.
Andel-Lewis said the time has come for a shift in culture to encourage more awareness of body changes and other related issues among young girls that may have been tabooed for years. She stressed the importance of introducing this type of awareness from a tender age in schools.
Younger women are developing faster, their breasts are getting bigger earlier, they're also seeing their menstrual cycles way earlier, and so they're exposed to this high level of estrogen. So I believe we need to tackle it at its base, the root of where it will start. That's where we tackle it, and I think that's the road we need to go down, because when we cultivate that into our women and even our men as well, by the time they are older, they know how to look at their bodies. For some reason, the culture that we're made up in here, we don't like to look at our bodies. We don't want to look at ourselves in the mirror. We don't have a lot of self-love and so on. But it's very important because you can catch it. If it is that you're at risk of developing breast cancer, you can catch it in its early stage once you know where to look, how to look, and how you feel. Once we incorporate that, and it becomes a norm, I believe eventually everybody would follow suit. But because we take like a little back seat, and then we introduce it when they're a little bit older, the younger ones tend to take a step back because they think, I won't get it anytime soon, let me wait, not knowing that society is changing, our bodies are evolving differently, and so we need to take it at its core.
Finally, in the news, 500,000 euros has been allocated for the implementation of the Grenada OECS Integrated Landscape Management Project, geared towards strengthening the resilience and adaptive capacity of Grenada to improve food security and secure global environmental benefits. Recently, a team from the OECS ILM project implementation unit and the central component of the EU-funded Landscape for Our Future program conducted the first learning mission in Grenada, where they visited the two target sites, Grand Bras and Grand Bacolet estates. A consultation was also held and a stakeholder mapping exercise conducted as part of plans to introduce Landscapes for Our Future program to Grenada's context, its challenges, and to get a better understanding of the national application of the OECS ILM initiative. Grenada's project, which is termed Restoration of Abandoned or Underutilized Croplands, is aimed at rehabilitating cocoa and nutmeg fields at the estates, cultivating fruit trees, vegetable and root crops, improving farm access roads, and training. Joseph Noel is the focal point of the OECS Island project.
What we're hoping to accomplish on those two project sites is include rehabilitation of the cocoa and nutmeg fields and so on those sites, rehabilitation of the tree crop plots, the root crop plots, etc. We are also going to be addressing the access roads on those estates, so looking to get them cleared, graded, binded. Also, we are going to be providing training.
Researcher Natalia Cisneros says in observing the operations at the different sites, she is eager to see how this project will assist the vulnerable.
From what we have seen so far, there are big strengths with the project, especially because they are continuing with work that was it's building on work that has already been done. So that is something that not every project always has, and that is definitely a very big strength. We also see how in these projects a special emphasis is given to stakeholders that are in vulnerable situations. In this case, like it's women, youth, and people who don't necessarily have access to livelihoods or to funds.
Scientist with the Center for International Research, Peter Cronkleton, speaks of the potential of this project in contributing to Grenada's food and nutrition security.
It's going to be an interesting experience in providing lessons on strategies for restoring lands that were either underutilized or abandoned or affected by hurricanes in the past. So this project has a lot of potential to provide lessons that could be used by the government, by private industry, and by farmers to continue to use land productively when it's been affected by natural disaster.
That story has brought us to the end of the National Report for today, Tuesday, November 1st, 2022. On behalf of the entire news and production team here at the Government Information Service, I am Chrisanne Mitchell saying thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you very much, Chrisanne, and the rest of the GIS News team. And before we wrap up today's program, we will take a look at the weather. We can tell you that the weather is expected to be partly cloudy at first, becoming cloudy with light to moderate early morning showers and the possible isolated thunder showers. Tonight's minimum temperature 25 degrees Celsius and the winds northeasterly to east southeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. Taking a look at the weather for Wednesday, we can tell you that the weather is expected to be cloudy to overcast with showers, some of which may be heavy and isolated thunder showers. And that's for Wednesday, okay? Max temperature 30 degrees Celsius and a minimum 25. And seas, moderate, waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. Winds easterly to east southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour, and there's a warning in effect. Of course, there's a low chance of flooding in areas that are so prone. All right, there is that possibility, and so we want to let you know that. And that's not funny, is it? And before we wrap it up, we would like to say hello to the folks who are currently on YouTube and Facebook who are currently chatting. We can tell you that there are quite a bit of folks. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing?
I what is you? What?
Okay, so let's say hello to a few people who are currently on the program. We have Jabba, Velma, it's Clovey, Suzette. Mikey, I hope that you saw. I apologize for missing my birthday. So you think you can deliberately miss the program, miss the program that we set aside for you, and then just come back several days later, hungover on your honeymoon or whatever it was, and then think that that's okay. That's what you think? Okay. Well, you have another thing coming. You are on detention. When everybody else leaves, you will remain. Okay?
Oh gosh, look.
Okay, Mikey. All right, great. Thank you.
Stuffy. Me did that.
You did that?
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
I'm from home.
Huh?
From home.
You did that from home?
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
I'm in the day.
Anyway, folks, let's big up a few people on the program. Let's say hello to Suzette. It's Clovey, Javar, Kireen, Adonna, Sherry, Cynthia, Ezran, it's Clovey, Colleen, Celine, Maria, Liz, Ezran again, Stephanie, Veronica, Nathaniel, Kireen, look, you make me say thing. Jane, Tracy, Rolanda, Celine again, and Aunt's Redhead. Aunt's, you're late, right? And Tracy and all the other folks, we want to say hello to you guys, and may God bless you. Mikey, no. We want to say hello to you guys, and may God bless you. We're really hoping that we can see you guys on the program tomorrow, God's willing. So, and to the people who missed the program, you have to let them know that they missed it. All right? That's one of the very important things. If they missed the program, let them know that they missed a good program. All right? Good. Monet, hey, how are you doing? And Sarana, I want to say hello to you as well. And those of you who are watching the program for the first time, Maria, Diana, well, you're not new, but we're still saying hello to Norman and Avril and Rafton. Hey, Rafton. Hey, Rafton, what's going on?
What? What are they?
Vicky, Bermuda, and everyone else. So blessings to you guys. All right. So signing off for tonight, and I'm hoping to see you guys tomorrow, God's willing, same time, same place. Goodbye. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say, Ja, no.
Ja.
Goodbye, folks, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, God's willing. I'm really looking forward to, and we're gonna lock the studio tomorrow, God's willing, so that we don't have any uninvited guests.
I want to walk. I want now.
You want to walk right now?
Nothing.
Okay, you're gonna work tomorrow, okay? Take care, guys.
Keep it, guys. Where is the scan of the socket?
Yes, okay, take care.
Where is that tinker?
Anyway, Ollie?
Anyway, guys, we'll see you guys later. See you.